Greetings and welcome. How are we all feeling today? We as humans have our own map of the world, which is how we view life, how we experience things, the decisions we make, how we view ourselves and other people as well. And because of that, we tend to clash a lot. And there tends to be a lot of conflict. And generally, this is unpleasant, especially if you are in an argument with someone that you really love. And it's difficult sometimes to communicate and compromise and understand where each other is coming from. And that's why today I'm talking about navigating through conflicts, because there is a way to have a discussion about things that are bothering you and have someone have a counter discussion with you about what's bothering them. And this is how we work on things and how we grow in relationships. So it's very important that you don't shut each other down just because you're angry. Remember, it's not you versus the other person. It's you two versus the problem as a whole. And you need to understand that, because you hurt other people and other people hurt you, but they don't do it and you don't do it on purpose, but it's a protective measure. And especially when we are hurt, we don't always like to show it, and because of that it comes out as anger, and that can have a detrimental effect on our relationships. So when you are thinking about navigating through a conflict and you are really struggling to see eye to eye with the other person, the first and foremost thing to remember is to have patience, because everyone has their own way of thinking and everyone has their own way of being. And sometimes we just need to have a little bit more consideration, a little bit more compassion, and an area that you give each other to change, the opportunity, not to expect it to happen overnight, but to see that there's effort being put in. And it's important to communicate respect and understanding. It doesn't help that there's a screaming match and you're screaming and swearing at each other, but you're not actually fighting the problem. Instead, you're fighting the other person. And it's not the person as is, not the person stripped away of all their problems, just the person. It's not the core person that you're fighting with. It's their behavior, their habits, their way of responding. And things like that can cause a huge rift in relationships if you're not able to find a compromise. So it's important to communicate that you do respect the other person and to try and at least empathize with their model of the world. And they will do the same, because people mirror you. And it's important that we practice listening skills when we are fighting with someone, because we mustn't listen just to speak. We must listen so the other person feels heard. And that's really important, because not a lot of people understand that you need to allow the other person to feel listened to. It's not always just about listening to respond. And it's important also that you de-escalate a very fiery situation, a very explosive situation. De-escalating could mean walking away from the problem, cooling off for a few hours and spending some time apart, or even just lowering your tone, lowering your voice, and changing the way in which you are addressing the other person. So remember to de-escalate as much as possible, because when you are both emotional, it's very difficult to come to a solution or an understanding or a mutual understanding. So it's important that you practice empathy and be respectful when someone is speaking about what's bothering them about you. Don't try and defend yourself the whole time, because there's a reason that they are feeling this way about something that you did or said. Always respect the other person's model of the world. and they will respect yours. It's all about giving and taking equally. So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that beautiful person. Please feel free to leave a topic in the comment section and I'll make a video discussing it. Stay strong wherever you're from. See you next time.